All right, buddy, let's rock. And roll. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That was good.
Love
that was
it.
Great. What's up, guys? Welcome back. This is episode 8 of Benchwarmers Podcast. It is Sunday,
Hello.
April 18th. This will come out tomorrow, the 19th. Brand's here. Ben's always here. CTS is here.
Hello.
What's up?
And man, how about that Jake Paul fight last night for 40 fucking seconds?
Wow. I didn't lose some money on it, but
That's
it
one for the
luckily,
books.
Of course you bet on it.
but
What
it was free. It was free play money. So
Oh,
it
okay,
wasn't
good.
actually money, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a bummer of a fight. I wanted Jake to get his shit kicked
So
in.
did I. So did I.
Do we acknowledge now that he may have like
A career?
decent amount of skill? Oh, and actually, that's a better question. Yeah, does he have an actual career ahead of him? He's 23.
I don't know anything about
24 years
boxing.
old.
I'm not
Yeah,
even
he's
trying to be
young.
like the cool guy, but like I honestly don't know anything about Jake Paul or his brother. Like I really don't.
Really?
Other than like I know that they're YouTube people
Mm-hmm.
and that they're they got big fan bases.
Logan has a history in like wrestling, like an actual decent like wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you, and I know that they got athletic backgrounds in general.
Yeah.
But like I just don't know much about like I haven't really watched anything that they've done.
Me neither.
Oh yeah,
haven't
their YouTube
really,
stuff.
like-
No.
Yeah.
I haven't really like listened
was
to any of
interested-
their
yeah.
interviews. I try to honestly like I see them on Twitter or like Instagram and I'll kind of just keep scrolling because
Yeah.
I'm like I don't really want to listen
Yeah.
to these people.
Yeah, Logan got into some trouble. I found out about the Paul brothers through Vine in like 2013,
Yeah.
and I was like, these guys suck.
Yeah,
I hated you in 2013, and I hate you a lot more now.
But you know who? Like it was the Vine, and then there's another Vine guy who actually made Vine funny. And
Bring
then
back Fine, by the way.
Cody Ko.
Cody Ko made funny.
Cody Ko
made it funny.
You need to watch Cody Ko.
Dude,
making fun of Jake Paul because it's like
I'm a huge
funny.
Cody Ko
Cody
guy.
Ko.
Huge.
That guy. He did Vine right. He didn't do the corny like relatable
Yeah.
Vine shit.
Yeah.
Like
What's your favorite color? Mauve. Mauve? God, you're so weird. I hate you.
just random shit. Like yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
yeah. But
I'll
yeah,
have to check it out.
Yeah. But the thing about Cody is that he makes fun of Jake like all the time,
And
and Jake called him out at that barbershop.
Yeah.
It was so
and
funny.
Jake actually looked kind of like nervous. I'm not gonna say he's scared of
Cody
Ko.
looked nervous. Is that
Well, I think Jake looked.
Oh, really?
Well, I'm not saying Jake was nervous in the
he
sense
called him
that
out on bullying, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think just Jake wasn't prepared for it. Like, I think if Jake and Cody got into it, I think Jake would probably whip his
Probably.
ass. But he just looked unprepared and kind of like,
Yeah.
you're
This
a
guy's a
bully.
bullier.
He kept doing the
He's-
thing where he
yeah.
scratches his face, and
He looked
shit.
nervous, and Cody was like, he just got a haircut, and he was
Yeah.
just like, "What the fuck? I don't bully kids. Like, what are you talking about? Like, he's just,
Yeah.
dude. His.
And he flips on Jake like, "Well, I'm sorry for bullying you, man."
But thanks for all the views. I appreciate it. Thanks for all your people
Yeah.
to watch my
Well,
shit.
I guess I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I just
Yeah, you would like him. He's funny. It's
He's a good-
satirical comedy. It's fucking-
Commentary, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check it out. I don't know a transition there. That's
Oh, we can't. That's
from,
okay.
From
Jake Paul fights.
from Jake Paul to YouTube to
Husky Hoops is
Yeah.
funny. Then
Yeah.
it's just like Cody Ko's funny.
There you
It's, hilarious.
There you go.
All right.
I guess before you start just going
Off.
ranting,
Yeah.
I did ask you to bring to the table what's going on with Huskies hoops.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Why such a bad season?
Yeah. 2 seasons.
what's-
Season and a half.
Yeah,
Actually.
what's in the future?
Yeah.
And then I also asked you about the football program,
Yeah.
how spring ball's been going a little bit, and
Sure.
what's in the future. And
Okay.
on
So
so
do you want me to just do a little rundown of Husky Hoops the last year and a half?
sure, might as well go over Husky hoops first since it's probably the bad stuff,
Yeah.
probably the
Well,
worst.
there's no positives from this entire program last
Step
year and a
back
half.
and let you go.
Man, I don't even know where to start. What a catastrophic year last year. 5 wins, 4 wins in conference, and they just looked unathletic, unprepared. That's a lot of things. When I think about a team not performing well, it's one of 2 things, in my opinion. It's either bad coaching or bad talent, not enough talent. And with UW, it's both. We don't have talent,
Ouch.
and we don't have coaching. So that just is a match made for a 5-26 team.
Oh my god.
That's just
Yeah,
they look like a high school team. And the thing is with like the 2-3 zone that Hopkins brought here, that's supposed to limit inside scoring. And you're supposed to be, if you're going to beat us, you need to, sink your mid-range shots and your 3 ball. And it seemed like every single game, every team was hot from 3. And we gave up like 80 points a game. 80 points as a 2-3, which a lot of people say that a 2-3 zone is a coward's defense because it means you lack athletes to play 5-on-5 straight up man-to-man defense. And that's why a lot of teams switch to it when they start getting beat. It's like, okay, well, or guys in foul trouble, whatever. And it's supposed to limit points. You're supposed to give up 65 to 70 points. They're giving up 80. It's
Can I
bad.
ask one question?
Yeah.
I know on defense, I mean, like in football, basketball, a lot of it is even effort.
Oh, yeah. That's the thing. I don't think they bought into his program.
Okay.
Yeah. And that could go to a lot of things. Look at the lack of recruits that he's gotten. Are you kidding me? We got transfers last year. That's it. And especially with all the talent that we have coming out of the state and have had for the last 15 years, that's a big deal. It's a big deal.
That was another question I had was, does the lack of local connections for Hopkins? I know that he's got assistants that sort of
Conroy and Dollar left,
but does his lack of local connections hurt this program?
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he went and got, East Coast guys with Naz Carter and Hamir Wright, and Isaiah Stewart. Obviously, Jalen was a local guy. But what I think about when I sipped the Hopkins Kool-Aid early,
I did too.
I was like, man, is this the guy? I love his energy. I love his passion for the game. Came from a great coach or a great university in Syracuse. And then he comes here. He wins immediately with Romar's guys and then takes him to the tournament the next year. And I'm like, oh, my God. Wait until he gets like his guys and he develops. And then we get another Matisse or another Jalen Noel, something like that. No, exact opposite. We got 2 first-round picks last year that took off. I knew they were one-and-dones before they even stepped foot on campus. And then you replace them with nobodies, and Quad A Green was our little jewel. He averaged like I think 14, 15 points a game, and our game plan every single week or every single game was Quad A, do something, either drive and dish. Hopefully you're hot from 3, pull up. He was our offensive option, and the reason that I wanted to talk about this was because of one player that has stayed the exact same for 4 years.
Yeah, this is what stemmed the whole thing.
Yeah.
And
Hamir Wright, Mr. Basketball, Mr. Gatorade Player of the Year in 2017 out of the state of New York, which produces nothing but hoopers out of the state of New York, just like our state.
Yeah.
And comes here and almost regresses in 4 years. He is a below average athlete. He can't shoot. He shot 28% from 3 last year. So what did he do every game that I watched? I watched probably 10 games this year in its entirety. Damn. Jack up threes. Just jack them up. Doesn't matter where you are, if you're being covered, if you're not covered, not even in the rhythm of the game. Just catch, shoot, brick. They're not even close. He has no footwork, but he went on. Sorry, I hate him. You're right. He's a terrible player. And this player went on Noah Dickerson's podcast and threw Hopkins right under the bus.
what did he say exactly?
He said that his talents were wasted here.
Okay.
What talents?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
What talents, bro? Are you kidding me? I understand that he was a high 4-star recruit, Mr. Basketball, Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of New York, which is nothing to throw. That's a great state to win, to be a Gatorade Player of the Year there.
For real.
And
Do you think that other people are coming here and their talents are being wasted though? I mean, I'm not talking about how many are right, but other players.
like with, well, I mean, shit. He put Isaiah and Jalen in McDaniels into the first round last year.
I haven't really kept track of the roster this year.
Sure.
But was there anybody on the roster this year that was supposed to be good and not good? And they're not good.
Jamal Bay comes to mind. He went to Bishop Gorman, a fucking powerhouse program.
And is it the player's fault or is it the coach's
Could be
fault?
a bit of both. A guy, either a player not buying into the coaching staff, or the coach not realizing what they have.
Because with Hamir Wright, you sound like it's the player.
Oh yeah.
But with Jamal Bay, you sound like
could be the coaching staff. Because this is a guy, dude. He averaged 30 a night in high school, and he comes here and he just looks hesitant and he looks scared to shoot.
I guess what I'm trying to get at is are most of these players regressing because of the coaching staff? I mean, I know Hamir Wright might be a different story, but
yeah,
are most of these players regressing because of the coaching staff?
And look at Isaiah Stewart last year. The guy was setting the world on fire those first 15 games, and then he just hit a plateau. And then Jalen's getting technicals and frustration fouls and all this other shit. I'm like, man, are you a first-round talent with 6 technical fouls and 5 ejections and stuff? He looks like a little bit of a crybaby. And I'm like, it's kind of weird that your coach can't control an 18-year-old kid and say, hey, dude, fucking shape up.
Okay.
When's the last time we had a worse or same record as 5-26, you said?
Markel Fultz, when we went 9-22. I think Romar's last year. Yeah.
Holy, so, okay, when's the last time we were even at this point? Is this the worst? Is this the bottom line?
Before Romar, yeah. You go back 15, 20 years ago, yeah. Before Romar got on campus, that's when we were a laughing stock. And then Romar got us out of the depths of hell.
So what does the future hold?
We got to move on from Hopkins. Have to. Not.
But, I mean,
it's not right now.
Yeah, it's not
$12 million buyout. Yeah. But
so when does that happen?
it could happen before we reach conference play if he struggles this next upcoming year.
I mean, say he like puts together like a really good season next year.
I don't know how that happens. Okay. I really don't. But dude, 6 players have left.
And I'm not laughing because I don't think you're wrong. I think you're right, and I think it's just yeah.
6 players have left.
No,
6.
I know.
We only have 5 scholarship players on the roster right now. 5 and a bunch of walk-ons and whatever. And we got that Terrell from Arizona who went to Seattle U, and
he's not like great though.
No, we're counting on the transfer portal. He's
a journeyman player.
Yeah, we have Jackson Grant coming in from Linden High School and
Linden.
Yeah.
Up north.
Yeah. And Sam.
Great little town of Linden.
I can't pronounce his last name, but Sam Ariubi from NBA South Africa. It's an academy program in South Africa. Okay. He looks like a nice athlete, but there's so much holes. I don't know why Kawade hasn't said, hey, I'm out.
Aziz Nj?
Oh my God. He was a player that severely frustrated
I feel
me
like
until Hamir Wright showed up.
He played high school basketball in America for a little bit, but
he was a soccer goalie, right? I think he had a goalie background.
But I feel like he came from somewhere in Africa for a little bit. Yeah.
7 feet. Jesus.
He was a big guy, but he couldn't catch anything. He had literal brick
No hands.
These were his hands.
Okay, so say Coach Hop does get fired, conference play next year. This is a long time from now.
Yeah.
It's literally a year from now.
Yep.
Little less than a year. So he does. What head coaching candidates are
I think Will Conroy will take over for the remainder of the year.
Okay.
I don't have any
a chance to prove himself, or like
no, just because donors are gonna be pissed if we aren't. Okay. This was a back-breaking year for Hopkins. Yeah. Like it was, dude. Everything. I mean, you can blame it on the virus and all this stuff, and I know that other top programs struggled, like Kansas and North Carolina, and your Blue Bloods.
5 wins though is pretty unacceptable.
Come on, dude.
Yeah,
come on. Like you can't.
Like if you won at least 13, 14 games, I'd be like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
And you were like competitive. Like I get it. But it was a weird season.
So many games
where
we just
5 games where you're just getting blown out and you're like,
and six
like the effort just didn't look there.
Yeah,
it just didn't look.
And 6 players taking off, and 2 recruits coming in, none last year outside of some transfers, and that's another thing. I mean, I could go off on the transfer portal, which is becoming free agency in college sports. It's really frustrating that there's like 2,000 players in that thing already, where they can't handle adversity. So hey, I'm out. I'll go play somewhere else, or I don't like this coaching staff. Let me leave. You never heard about that 5-10 years ago. Now it's like, okay, this guy isn't playing, or this guy isn't playing well, or graduate transfer doesn't want to, like the Eastern guy. He doesn't even have, I forgot the guy with the
Tanner
beard.
Groves.
Yeah. He didn't even put UW in his Final Four.
Did you see his I didn't see his Final Four came out, but like he came out.
The Cougs are on it.
He came out with they're playing number ball up there, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. He came out with like an edit, Tanner Groves, where it was like him. And then it was literally like 25 schools.
Oh, really? Like the big ones?
He's like, these are all the schools that have expressed interest in me. And I'm like, all right, dude, like, come on now. This is ridiculous.
I hope that's a joke. I hope he's being
I think maybe
little satirical there.
I don't know. It was pretty funny. Well, okay, let's go to a little bit more positive.
Okay.
I think a little bit more positive.
If it's definitely program. A positive, yeah.
I mean, it might not be like extremely positive, but it's positive. It's more
better
positive.
than
exactly
better state
UW
than
football. They've started their spring bowl, spring practices
past week or so.
Scrimmage.
They had a scrimmage on yesterday,
but not the
spring game. Spring game's later on this month.
Have you gone anything yet?
No, I was gonna go yesterday, but just didn't.
But I'm sure you're keeping up with it.
Oh yeah, I know. Who's shining and who's not.
So give me what's going on. Give me a couple of things.
Well, before I do that, I would just like to talk about last year.
I thought we were gonna do some church stuff.
No,
Sunday.
So. Oh no, nothing like that. Okay. But I feel that this team, we went 3-1 last year in COVID. The COVID year, got kicked out of the. I
will say one thing. I think the college football season was a lot weirder than the college basketball season
by a long shot. By a long shot.
So you can give a little bit more, I think, leeway to the UW football program than the UW basketball program.
Exactly. And that's where I'm like, dude, we won the North. No one's ever going to take that from us. 2020 North champs at 3-1. Period. 3 so-so games. I know we trounced Arizona, came back against Utah, ran the ball almost 60 times against Oregon State to win them in the first game. And
love that.
And I think, and I think that led to the transfer of 3, 4, 5 receivers in Nakua and Ty Jones and Spiker and Osborne, and Jordan Chin isn't that big of a deal.
They don't love it.
Yeah, they don't want to run the damn ball.
I get you.
Jimmy,
You're a wide receiver. You don't want to.
But it was weird. Terrell Bynum, after yesterday's practice, was asked if that rubbed him the wrong way. And he's, I'm not going to lie, it did. It rubbed people in the receiver room a little bit the wrong way. And I'm like, oh, guys like Puka Nacua and Ty Jones, and they're like, I'm going to go play for BYU and Fresno State or wherever Ty Jones went. And I'm like, oh, but it's so weird. I'm still so positive about the room because of the amount of talent we already had there, and Jalen McMillan and Roma Dunza, and Cade Otton's a freak. He's not a wide receiver, but I'm just saying he's a pass catcher and
a great blocker too.
Yeah, exactly.
He's an NFL tight end,
no doubt. But if I could, it's so hard to grade Jimmy Lake and company.
Totally.
After 4 games, and then he loses his defensive coordinator a few months ago, and Kwiatkowski to Texas.
And honestly, I don't. Last season, whatever.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this season.
Okay.
Tell me about
the Heward era.
Tell me about spring. Tell me about spring ball. Tell me what's going on with spring ball, and tell me about this season.
Okay.
Because I do think it's a pivotal season.
It is a pivotal season, and like where the program's headed.
I think, like you said, Lake has something to prove.
Yeah.
And this is a season where you're really going to get a shot.
I was looking at this is why I'm still so upbeat about this program, even though it's just a lot of cloudiness, a lot of uncertain stuff. Like Bob Gregory, first-time defensive coordinator. He's a terrible recruiter. This is a guy who played Kyler Manu for 8 games, and he had Eddie Ulofoshio on his bench for 8 games, and then Ulofoshio is a Pac-12 Defensive Player of the Week like twice.
Is that the guy that left in the cart the other day?
No, that was Zion Tupuola-Fatui. I've never heard ZTF is what everyone calls him.
Is he okay?
Yeah. Okay. It was more of like a scare thing. Yeah, I haven't heard anything more about it. Jimmy Lake keeps that stuff under wraps just like Peterson used to, but that would be not cool if he were to.
Just like all the football coaches in Seattle.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll does.
Yeah, they keep their injuries under. But the reason that I'm so excited about the future, even with these question marks, even at quarterback, the most important position, is that this is a top 20 talented program. Like we were top 20 in talent last year on our roster.
How do you judge that? Based on the recruits?
Yeah.
Like the recruiting classes?
Yeah, recruiting rankings and, overall class grade. And we're like at 80 and 89. It's a damn near fucking high 4-star. So I am still skeptical about the defensive side of the ball because Kwiatkowski's gone, and I'm interested to see what Gregory's going to do when he's in charge. But Sam Heward could be the savior that allows this.
The new freshman quarterback.
Yeah,
the lefty.
I'm so happy that he has a receiver room with as much talent that it does, a huge tight end, a bevy of running backs that, the fact that Richard Newton didn't play.
What does the most important position group look like, though?
The offensive line?
Yeah.
Looks great, man. Looks great. Returns all 5 starters from left to right.
That's all I need to hear there.
Yeah. And that's, continuity at that is enormous,
especially for a freshman quarterback if he starts.
Exactly. And from what I've seen, he's had a couple of highlight throws so far in spring, and what I've seen on Twitter and whatnot. It's just I love, more than anything when I look at a quarterback, his mechanics.
Yeah.
How you throw the ball, what you look like in the pocket, and it's
effortless.
He's the son of a quarterback. He's the the nephew of another NFL quarterback,
grandson of a legendary high school coach.
Yeah. But
it runs in his family.
Yeah, and I just like the way it's going to be weird to see a lefty back there since his uncle, since Brock. But I'm really excited about that. And no disrespect to Patrick O'Brien, who came here from Colorado State, or even Dylan Morris last year. I thought Dylan Morris did everything that he could for a first-time play caller. He's a winner. He's what he was. He was won a couple state titles, but with Heward, dude, his ceiling is so high. Yeah. It's so high to me. I know he's only 6'2". I thought he was going to get up to be 6'4", 6'5".
Like his grow another inch or two.
He could.
A lot of guys do.
I just feel like at this point, when you're 18, 19 years old, you're kind of hitting a plateau. So he might just be 6'2". I'm not saying 6'2" is bad. Dylan Morris is 6'1", 6 foot. We'll find out whatever he measures at when he graduates, because I just see him. I'm like, you don't look 6'1".
You don't look big. Yeah,
exactly. But that's what's exciting to me. And then CTF, the guy was one of the best defensive players in all of football last year.
So I guess my question was, and I wrote this down even before everything.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like defense is probably the biggest worry to you.
Yeah, just because of the coordinator, and I know we had Molden take off and Keith
defense
Taylor
in general, or is there a specific unit?
Overall
in general.
Yeah, because it's a good secondary, man. With Kyler Gordon, Still have Cameron Williams.
Been there for a while.
Yeah, and we got the talent to compete.
Asa Turner.
I
like him.
Yeah, I
just like lanky safeties.
Yeah, when he chose us over Notre Dame, I was super stoked to get him, and then I think he got 2 interceptions his freshman year in 2019.
Yeah, I feel like he played well as freshman.
Yeah,
just
and
safety.
Last year I saw him out of position on a couple of plays. He did not have a good Stanford game. Nobody did really for UW against Stanford. They just came in here, had their their fucking jumbo packages and just ran the rock at ease. But
32.
Yeah.
32, baby.
Yeah.
32 personnel.
Yeah.
I guess one more question.
Mm-hmm.
So I know you might have answered this with a quarterback, but UW football I feel like has been like average to above average, like slightly above to like slightly above average for like the last 5-6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had that that playoff run at one point.
2016, yeah.
Other than that, it's been pretty average to slightly above average. What can get them above that? Is it quarterback play?
No doubt.
I feel like it is.
It's not that I'm not thankful that what Browning did here.
Yeah. But he wasn't like the most physically gifted person.
He just had a lot of, with Pettis and Ross and Gaskin behind him. Like he wasn't going to lose us games.
Yeah, he was a smart guy, smart quarterback.
Yeah, but he didn't hold us back, and that's
he didn't have the arm talent.
Yeah,
he wasn't a great athlete.
And then you see, Eason come in here with arm talent, but he's got 5'10" wide receivers, and now we don't have anybody shorter than 6'1" in our entire receiver room. So I'm like, how do we lose all this talent in the transfer portal with Nakua and Ty Jones and Spiker and Osborne, all 4-star recruits, high recruits, and I feel like we're better, but we're counting on freshmen with McMillan and Odunza.
All right, I know it's real early. Give me a quick record prediction. I know it's really
8.5 to 9,
okay,
and 10 if Sam Heward's all that I think he is.
I haven't seen an over/under for wins yet for college programs.
I think Oregon's still the favorite.
But I'll keep my eye on that and let you know.
Mm-hmm.
I did have one more like Pac-12 question, but I think will affect UW for sure.
What do you got?
Larry Scott.
Oh, being gone in June?
Stepping down.
Yeah. That's a big deal,
I don't know who's replacing him.
Not yet. Yeah, we don't have any real candidates yet. Just kind of like a guessing game.
Yeah. How does this, not only impact the Pac-12, but specifically UW and like these programs in general? USC, UCLA, what they did in the tournament and stuff. Not USC, but they made it and made a little bit of a run. But UCLA making it to the Final Four. Oregon State.
Yeah, Oregon State making their run. Those teams like that. And even UW and obviously Oregon for like football schools.
Even if Oregon hadn't played USC, they might have made it farther in the tournament.
Exactly. So looking at that as a conference as a whole, like I thought it's a Power Four, and we are on that outside looking in for Power Four conferences in football and basketball. Yeah. And that, I swear to God, that comes on Larry Scott's shoulders.
Fuck, the American Athletic Conference might be better in basketball than the Pac.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not after the tournament, but before the tournament.
Yeah. You could make that. You could have made that argument for sure. But I think this is huge, and I just hope that we get a person that either has
be a former player. You never know.
And I want a former player, to be honest. I want to and put together a staff with all the greats from the Pac-12 and just, dude. We have great players that have came from this conference, like outstanding Hall of Fame players that have come from this conference, and I hope that they just
coaches.
Yeah, coaches, exactly.
Yeah.
And we should be able to be a Power 5. We have the talent on the West Coast to fucking do it.
I heard Jennifer Cohen, right? Jen Cohen.
AD for UW.
I heard she could be an option there.
Yeah. I drank
Pac-12 commissioner.
Yeah, I drank her Kool-Aid too, man. She was so all in on Hopkins, just like I was.
Yeah.
And when she hired him, she was just like, "Oh, this guy's gonna, get us back to where we want to be with, making the tournament every year, like Romar was for that 5-6 year stretch, and from 2005 through 11, except for a couple years that were pretty bad. And then I don't know, man. I put that higher in that extension after he leads, or Hopkins's extension after him taking Romar's guys to the tournament, winning the game, losing to North Carolina, and obviously these last 2 years have just sucked.
Yeah.
Year and a half have just been absolutely abysmal to watch. It doesn't even look like a high school team. It looks so bad, so bad.
Either way, Larry Scott leaving is probably for the best.
If you're a Pac-12 fan, I don't care what school you're rooting for. That is a win for all 12 schools that are in this conference. Period. Period.
Speaking of winning, the Mariners have been winning.
Your first place Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, first place Seattle Mariners.
Yeah. What do we got for a score for?
They're down 2-1 right now in the fifth. But
this happens every year.
I know, yeah. Well, not every year.
And so let's get to this. Let's get to this.
Go ahead.
No, you're not wrong.
No, I know.
And I have a word to kind of describe it.
You probably,
yeah, and like.
Okay, what's your word?
Mine's unstable.
Oh, okay.
Because I just don't think it's like.
I'm a little more of an optimist over here. My one word is refreshing. Just because in 2019, when we started off at 13-2, we all know that was a joke. We know what happened at the end for the rest of the year. That team was just raking the ball. Literally, 3, 4, 5 home runs a game over that 15-game stretch. It was just not a sustainable amount of success.
Yeah.
Now, look what we're doing in the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, and how many runs we're scoring.
It's true.
With this roster, without your reigning American League Rookie of the Year, Kyle Lewis.
And so I was
pretty cool.
Say unstable with an asterisk.
Oh, okay.
Being like, let's see how Kyle Lewis helps this lineup. But for now, it's just my unstable thing is you've got, You've got 4 guys, I think, hitting over 270 with on-base percentage over 300.
Yep.
And the rest under 230 and on-base under 300.
Yeah.
And
so we have 4 guys that are
33 RBIs of the total, 160 RBIs for this year are coming from those 4 guys.
Yep.
Which, by the way, are Haniger, Seager, J.P. Crawford, and Ty France. Which I will say, that's good because you like to see Mitch Haniger hitting. You like to see J.P. Crawford hitting, especially.
He struggled early. Now he's on a little bit of a hit streak.
That's always great.
Yep.
And it's nice to see Kyle hitting. That's always good. But
no doubt,
just seeing no one else hit whatsoever is just being like, okay, let's get this going. And I understand it's early in the season.
Very true.
I hope
15 games in.
I hope they can turn it around, but I haven't
seen it.
I haven't. It's hard for me to be like, okay, they're going to turn it around.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
You're saying like after a 15-game resume, you're like, is he really going to?
Yeah,
it's
like
a honeymoon phase.
Who are you? I think we're talking to the same player. You're talking to Dylan Moore right now, hitting a $143.
I'm talking about Dylan Moore. It'd be nice to see Trammell pick it up a little bit on, get on base a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, him playing as much as he has is going to go down.
It's a bunch of things.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of guys that aren't really pulling their weight.
Sure. I get that.
You want to talk about bummers first? Let's talk about bummers first then.
Okay. That's mine. Is Dylan Moore is my bummer.
Mine was going to be Tom Murphy.
Okay, yeah.
Which is also just being like, dude, you're not really pulling your weight whatsoever.
He's not playing.
I know. He sucks.
Yeah.
And
he
it's
can't
just
hit.
like, it's just like, that's a big bat that you're missing that line.
True.
You were going to depend on.
Yeah.
No
doubt. But Torrens, for how good Murphy is with his glove, and I thought he could hit 15 to 20 bombs.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And he got on base.
I know.
And he's just not getting on base.
I know, yeah.
One more like unstable stat really quickly.
Sure.
In the Mariners' 9 wins in this, they've outscored opponents by 17 runs, an average of 1.9 runs per game. Very close.
Little bit of luck in there, kind of like
6 losses, they're being outscored by 22 runs.
Yeah.
Nearly four runs per loss. So
yeah. But I could say
they make it interesting.
Yeah, very true.
The wins.
No, yeah, I like that.
They don't make it interesting during the losses.
Yeah. I'm totally with that.
I know it's early again, so like again, these are gonna.
Yeah, we got 147 more games. Yeah,
but for now, things have to change a little bit.
Yeah. I was gonna put Marco as my bummer because of those 2 just horrific starts.
I was thinking about that as too, but then I was like, I think he's gonna pick it up here a little.
Yeah, and he settled in. Settled in Baltimore.
I was literally gonna text you that day because I was walking Gigi.
Yeah,
it was a great day. It was a beautiful day.
Yeah,
I was walking Gigi and I was listening to it. Which is great, by the way, that I can listen to these games now when I'm walking my dog.
Yeah. Oh, you do the MLB TV, just the radio feed?
Yeah.
That a boy. Because we get the blackout.
Yeah, I know.
God, it's such a joke.
Trust me. Don't even get me started. But I'm listening. And Marco has a real rough first inning. And I'm about to text you guys being like, God damn it, Marco did it again.
He's done it again.
But I held back.
Yeah.
Because I said, you know what? It's early. I'm not going to get ahead of myself. And I was right.
1, 2, 3 in the second.
I'm not usually right about that stuff.
I know.
I was right this time.
I know. That's, yeah.
So, again, I couldn't put him as the bummer. But I think, like, there are a couple guys in the bottom lineup that you would
just
hope
want more from.
Yes. I think also just some other bummers in general, like the Paxton injury.
Yeah, that
huge
sucks.
Bummer.
That sucks.
Yeah. And just injuries in general. Like, Kyle Lewis not starting off the season, Evan White getting hurt there for a little bit. Like, you just want everyone to stay healthy.
Yeah, that's why when I think about that and I think about Kyle Lewis, it's like, God, people are forgetting. I don't know how to put this because he struggled to end the year last year.
Sure.
he struggled. And I don't know what he hit in September, but I think it was maybe 200.
Yeah, it was
maybe 210.
Yeah.
So that's, barely his weight. And I don't, where you just plug him in center field every single day and you just hope that he, starts off this year just like how he did, in 2019 in September. And then last year where he just started off on a tear, an absolute tear. But that's what's so refreshing to me is that we're not even showing our full hand yet of the talent that we have. Where I think Haniger, Seager, or I think Lewis plugs in nicely with those four guys that you just named with France and Haniger and Seager. He's another bigger bat, and then can provide protection and all that in a lineup.
And I get that, and like the optimist in me, I get that because I am watching this and I'm like, it is refreshing to see certain guys hit. Like
and it's a very young team.
It's nice to see J.P. Crawford hit.
Very true.
It's nice to see Ty France hit.
Yeah.
Nice
that was an awesome fucking walk-off.
Yes, it was.
Oh, my God.
One more thing it's really nice to see, we haven't touched this yet, is the bullpen pitch so well.
Yeah.
And I think that's a little unstable because I think it might skew a little bit towards the negative side as the season progresses.
Yeah, it could. But right now, they look great.
I know, and maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. I hope it's like a bullpen full of kind of like unknown names that want to prove
themselves. To, what was that year that we threw the combined no-hitter?
I
We had like
don't remember the bullpen, but it was full of no-namers.
No-namers.
Yeah. Sometimes that's what happens.
Yeah. Very true.
These guys make a name for themselves. So I never know. You might be right there.
I'm with that though.
I just don't know.
After the start to the year and how they've done the last 10 games, the first 5 games, yikes.
Yeah.
But these last 10, they've been dynamite.
Okay, so other than the bullpen being the biggest surprise, do you have another biggest surprise?
I put Haniger as mine. It's not that it's let me just switch my pick.
It's okay.
Mid podcast, but I would like to apologize to all the Kyle Seager stans that might be listening to this podcast. First time in 10 years, I looked at his stats in April and went, oh my God, he's hitting in April.
Yeah.
Jerry DiPoto went on the Jerry DiPoto show on 710 this week and even said it on national radio, not national radio, local radio. Said he is a notorious slow starter.
Yeah.
Slow starter meaning
stats.
April, pretty much all through June.
Yeah. A little bit
struggles.
Yeah.
And my biggest thing with him is that he, gets his stats in August and September when we're 20 games out of first and there's no pressure to produce. That's when he gets his solo bombs, gets his 25 to 30 dingers when it doesn't matter. Now look what he's doing. He's clutch.
I will say sometimes it's hard to be motivated when you're playing.
I'm not saying that.
So bad.
I'm not saying.
Now he seems to be a little motivated because he's got like a talented team around him.
Exactly. I'm not saying that, but
I'm not trying to give him excuses because it's not a great excuse to be honest with you. But sometimes that's what happens.
If you're playing, that's my thing is that if you're getting paid millions of dollars to perform a job and you just don't, that's trash.
And I'm sure that he wasn't actually like in his head being like, oh, like since
we suck, I should suck.
I'm sure he wasn't thinking that.
No, I know.
But I'm sure he was just like, it's just affecting him.
No, I know. Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So he's your biggest surprise?
He's my biggest surprise.
My biggest surprise is Flexen.
Yes.
I think
I like him.
I was a little down on him at the beginning of the season. Like I knew that he was kind of like an unknown.
Yeah.
He was like kind of
Korean baseball league guy. Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, like a little wild card in the starting rotation. We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
He's pitched pretty damn well.
Yeah. Got out of some jams yesterday, man.
He throws some heat.
Yeah.
He's got some good breaking stuff. And yeah,
very
he's
good
got some balls.
Very good curveball.
He's got some balls to get out of situations like that. So that's nice to see. Do you have an MVP?
MVP's Haniger.
Yeah, that's mine too.
Sorry,
it couldn't be anyone else.
Yeah, it can't.
I tried to be the cool guy and like try to find someone else.
Yeah, you just look at
France.
Yeah,
but nah, it's
Haniger. It's so cool to see him produce at this level where
he's like the leader. He's like the leader of the team.
I know. In 2018, he was an all-star, man, and this is that Mitch that we saw in 2018, and then obviously the bevy of injuries the last couple of years have
really
sucked.
Bad injury.
Yeah, really bad injury. But it's so that's another thing with the refreshing thing is it's nice to see him produce just for his mentals, I should say. It's so good to be away from the game for so long and then come back in and just rake and do well.
Totally.
Clutch hitting, getting on base. It's awesome. Totally. Awesome to see for that guy.
Totally. I get that. All right, let's take a little metaphorical walk. You got me? That make more sense?
Oh, down First Ave?
Down First Ave.
To Century, or Lumen. Sorry.
I think like I forgot who said it. They're never gonna call Citgo Field T-Mobile. I don't think I'm gonna call Quest Field Lumen.
Yeah, I know.
It took me a long time to call Quest CenturyLink. And then it was the Clink. Cool. It does it. It's terrible internet.
I can do Clink.
It's not the best service.
The Clink is okay to me.
Clink's okay. Because it's like the prison.
Lumen's going to be tough.
Lumen.
Yeah.
Sounds like Lululemon.
You know what? If you're going to a Sounders game, you can call it Lumen.
Yeah.
If you're going to a Hawks game, it's still the Clink. You can't call it Lumen.
I know. It's tough.
We are not the biggest soccer.
Yeah. It's tough. It's tough.
But yeah, the Seahawks did make a move.
Big one, man.
A big move.
Yeah.
Aldon Smith was signed. Did you see any terms? I know 1 year.
No, we don't. I haven't heard any money yet.
Okay, so just
could be very incentive based, and I expect that.
Yeah, and I think like either way, I'm sure that they didn't like
break the bank
for this guy.
No chance. We can't.
He had five sacks last year. Yeah, exactly. We can't. But it was I think in my opinion, a necessary and safe signing.
Yeah. This is the lowest. Highest ceiling. How do I say that? Lowest floor
or lowest?
Highest floor.
Lowest ceiling.
But it's not. But I think a ceiling could be like 8 or 9 sacks.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
I was thinking. I mean, you need an edge rusher.
Period.
Like, that's the biggest thing.
Can't have enough.
Yeah, can't have enough, and you have a bunch of unproven guys.
Mm-hmm.
So you need
somewhat
of a proven guy. I know that last year he only got 5 sacks.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first year back. After missing 4 seasons in the
4
NFL.
calendar years of football.
And it was his fault.
Yeah.
And he
got
knew
into
it.
some trouble.
He knew it. He's like sobered up.
Yep.
He's staying out of trouble.
Mm-hmm.
He's working his ass off supposedly.
Yep.
That was his first year back last year. He is 31 years old.
Mm-hmm.
But in my mind, that can be a positive missing 4 years of football.
No doubt.
Because you're doing a lot less damage to your body.
Just taking it easy.
And if you're a freak athlete, you can come back and
I'm 31 going on 27.
Today's sciences and medicinal practices,
sure,
you can keep that body lasting.
Nutrition and shit.
And supposedly for men, when you're in your 20s or whatever, but I guess your ideal
testosterone,
31 years old. 30, you're
I've read that
peak.
And so I think I don't want to get my hopes up and be like, 8 sacks, like that's what we're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he gets 6 or 7, I'm
stoked.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm stoked at 6 or 7.
And I just feel like, gets enough run pressure and causes enough havoc in the backfield.
Exactly.
That's what we need.
Tackles for loss.
I think it's a good signing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's a safe signing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the necessary signing.
Yeah. It's hard to not.
That was smooth.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's hard. It's hard to not get super excited about this because you can never have enough pass rushers, and we don't even know what Darrell Taylor's going to be. We don't even know.
Yeah.
He could.
Not gonna lie, I have to keep talking. I'm getting a cramp in my leg, so just
take a little.
You're just gonna see Ben's like
his midsection. No, you're good, but we don't even know what Darrell Taylor's going to be, and this takes more pressure off of him to have to come in and say, "Hey, dude, I need 5 to 6 from you this year." Period.
Yeah, and
5 to 6 sacks.
I think Darrell Taylor could get 5 to 7 sacks.
I do too,
but
I think.
I don't know because he's so unproven.
Exactly. And then also, guys like Alton Robinson, Brandon Jackson, these other people, or not Brandon Jackson, Benson Mayoa. The thing is that keeping people.
Aldrick Robinson.
Alton Robinson.
Sorry.
Yeah. But how do you take pressure off of these other guys and you keep them fresh, just like Aldon Smith? I want him fresh for fucking January.
Yeah.
I want him fresh. So when we can just unleash him. And have guys behind him that can come in and still make plays.
I get you. Another way the Hawks can help this team is through the draft.
Yeah. Even with
roughly 2 weeks here.
I have 11 days from today.
11 days from today.
Week and a half.
Yep. We have another weekend before, so we'll have another podcast before. We'll talk a little bit more.
Yep.
But we've been talking players. I'm going to turn around a little bit more because I feel. Sorry, guys.
You're good.
Turn around. No, I'm good. My leg cramped up. I took a big hike on Friday with Neil.
Oh, wow.
At Shoreview, we took 20 floors, and it was like a
floors.
Yeah, on my iPhone it said 20 floors.
Oh,
wait, you guys are just going on a hike just for the.
We brought the dogs.
Okay,
we brought the dogs.
Oh, there you go.
It wasn't just Neil and I.
Nice.
It was the dogs.
What's with? Sorry.
No, you're good.
What's with? Okay, so I'm on Bumble, I'm on Hinge.
Yeah.
And half the girls are
Hikes.
I like a nice wine. Let's go on a hike. And so I literally put it. You know how you have the pre-made questions on those?
Yeah.
Hiking's a big one.
The script.
I put I say, I hope you don't mind if, or whatever mine is, if I don't want to go on a hike.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut to the chase. I am not the guy who's going to go on a hike with you.
If you want honesty, look no further than this guy right here. I like that.
Yeah.
Hiking is that's a thing on
Well,
that
yeah, I mean, if you go on a tangent on that, the girls that are
like, do you
on there,
like
because they're all like them. Like, is that really that refreshing?
That's how you spend your day off.
You spend 2 hours getting up to the peak for 4 seconds to take a picture that you
Don't
made
get me
it,
wrong. I
and then
like
you
to
come
hike
back
maybe
down.
like twice a summer.
Okay.
But
I like it zero.
But like, I'm not trying to like go on like a hike every fucking weekend.
I know, yeah. People, isn't there like a trending thing like, one hike a week, 52-week challenge? Not week challenge, not 52 weeks.
know.
Maybe it's maybe 30 hikes in
probably
a
like,
year.
Yeah, who knows?
Or like 30 different hikes in Washington that you can do. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
It's like tiring things that are fun are like going to like swimming or inner tubing or snowboarding. Like those are
I'd rather go
exhausting, but
swimming than hiking.
Yeah.
for sure.
No doubt.
I get that.
Let me just go up this elliptical for 2 hours.
For an extended period of time, yeah.
That's what happened pretty much. And then at one point, Gigi pulled me down a hill, and like,
oh no,
I think that's another thing is like something happened.
Charlie horse, something clicked,
and she's like a horse.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right, back to the draft.
Yes, sorry.
Back to the draft.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. All right. So
reel it in.
Hawks have pick 56.
Yes.
And pick 129.
The second round and third round. Yeah. Fourth round.
Like I told you, next week we'll talk a little bit more about scenarios in that situation.
Mm-hmm.
But this week we focus on players that could be picked at those
at 56
picks.
And 130. Yeah.
Do you want to like go back and forth? Maybe we might
you kick
have
us
some
off.
names.
We could have similar ones, but
so pick 56. I have a cornerback to start with.
Okay.
Paulson.
Nope, not me.
Adebo.
I saw that name though. I looked at him today.
You probably know of him.
Yeah.
Probably pretty well.
Yeah.
Because he's a Stanford cornerback.
Yep.
6'1", 200 pounds.
Locked up my receivers last year.
He's a physical cornerback.
Very true.
He's not the most shifty, like
I read that
guy.
Yeah. Slow feet or
yeah,
kind of
exactly. Has a hard time adjusting to routes and stuff like that. But he's physical.
We like that.
Big.
We like that.
He's pretty quick too. He's 4.44. So he's got the.
So he's not slow.
He's got the ability.
Yeah.
To do it,
to progress and get better at that. Yeah.
But yeah, just one guy to think about.
I like that.
And he's got pretty good ball skills too.
I like that.
He played wide receiver in high school.
But I like that.
I like that. Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. My guy, cornerback, Big Ten Conference, Northwestern, Greg Newsome the second. A lot of uncertainty about this guy.
I just don't know if he's gonna be there at 56.
You don't think so? No, I'm at 139. I'm going backwards.
Oh, you're at 129?
Oh wait, no, you don't. Okay, no, I'm at 56 for. You don't think he's gonna be there? He's only played 20 college football games.
I know. I like him a lot. Yeah. I like him a lot. I would. Yeah, no, I get you. Like, please keep talking about him. I like him a lot.
No, yeah, I do too. I think
there.
he's got the size to be an outside guy, which is what we're looking for. Because I looked at corners. Like I looked at Elijah Molden in the fourth round if he falls that far.
And he's a nickelback.
And he's a nickelback. Yeah. But because we don't. I mean, God, Marquise Blair is going to be there. We still have Ugo Amadi still under contract. It's hard to say that we want those guys when we need outside guys. You lose Dunbar.
One more outside cornerback.
Okay, what do you got?
Aaron Robinson, cornerback out of Southern Florida.
USF.
5'11", 190, 4.38 40.
That's fast.
Still pretty physical though.
What's the weight?
190.
190. Okay. Good.
Not the best ball skills in the world, but he's better at dressing routes than Adebo.
Okay.
And he's still physical, but not as physical.
That's what I read about Newsome with like when you call ball skills. He has 1 interception in 3 years. You think what makes him if he's going to be taken in the first 55 picks?
I just want to say something before I go more into cornerback scouting and all this.
Yeah.
That's this is one of the few positions that I know very little about on the field.
Okay.
I know a lot about like the lines. I know a lot about like linebacker even. I know a lot about even the quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight ends, but like when it comes to like the secondary, I'm kind of lost.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
I read Field Yates put out a tweet and said in the top 100 players there are 18 wide receivers and 19 cornerbacks. So if your team needs a wide receiver and a cornerback,
it's there.
It's the Seahawks.
And so a lot of what I'm reading to you guys right now is just stuff that I'm reading on scouting reports. It's not like stuff that I've seen.
Sure.
Other guys I've talked about, I can usually give you a little bit more, but these guys I'm like lost.
So let me. Sorry, I have one.
Go ahead.
Amari Rogers from Clemson. Could he be there?
I brought him up, didn't I?
You did?
Yeah.
Shit. I thought you brought up St. Brown from USC.
I think I brought up Amari Rogers 2 weeks ago.
Oh, fuck.
But go on.
No, I like him.
I like him a lot too.
I watched him I tried to pronounce the quarterback's name who filled in for
DJ
something.
Ugalele.
Yeah, something weird. And Trevor was out that game, and he had a night against Notre Dame.
Yeah.
He had like 150 yards receiving.
He's a stud.
5'10", 200.
Yeah, he can kind of be a gadget player as
well. He does the end arounds. I read all that stuff, and
He's lining up in the backfield as a pro day.
A scout said that he isn't the fastest guy, but he's a guy that can take a 5-yard gain into a 20-yard gain. I'm like,
he's shifty and
slow.
quick. He doesn't have like the vertical
straight line speed.
Yeah,
football speed.
He doesn't have like. Yeah, but he's got football speed.
Okay.
But he doesn't have like straight line 40 speed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's got football speed.
And that's what I want. I don't care what you fucking do in a straight line. Football ain't a straight line unless it's a goddamn go route.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys were saying that. You guys were saying that earlier, right?
Yeah.
That they're just. That's not the 40.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you were. He brought that up last week.
I think eventually it's gonna be like it's gonna.
The miles per hour.
Yeah, it's going to be people literally wearing like tracking devices, like players wearing tracking devices in their helmet or like in their pads.
Mm-hmm.
And it tells you how fast you're going on the field. It tells you like your start and stop speed, stuff like that. And so eventually,
that's where you can take your 3 cone drills and your 40s and.
Yeah, I mean, you're actually seeing.
This is what I'm doing. You're actually in between
on the field stuff. You're not seeing like stuff
on the field,
like spandex, like.
Exactly.
Olympics.
That's what makes me so mad about people running like 4 threes.
I think it has a place in the draft process.
Combine,
but I think a lot of people like sometimes take it too much for.
I'm with that.
So
I'm with that. But that's dude. I care what you are.
The game data is going to tell you a lot more.
Yeah, I care a lot more about what you have.
And a lot of teams are using it. Like college programs are starting to use it a lot more.
It's pretty sick. I kind of want to see what it looks like.
It's cool.
I want to know what you have when you have the full pads on. Yep. I don't care what you are in spandex. I don't care.
I do have one more offensive player for you at 56.
What do you got?
A wide receiver. Dwayne Eskridge, wide receiver, Western Michigan.
5'9",
$190.
Antonio Brown?
He went to Central Michigan.
Damn it.
Western Michigan, I think, was Corey Davis.
Okay.
Yeah. Western Michigan, 5'9", $190, 4.39 40.
Who isn't running a sub 4.4? Who isn't?
He's fast. Great athlete, small frame. Could be a very nice third receiver.
Hell yeah. And that's what we need, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to go the free agency
him
route.
Outside and put Lockett in the slot and let him just go to town.
That's what
Lockett in the slot would be really nice, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've seen him a lot at the outside.
Lockett's so good he can play anywhere on the field.
Very true. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna do. Even at cornerback, I think about Richard Sherman right now because I'm like, are you just waiting until after the draft to see how much money you can get?
He came out and said, why would I sign? I don't know if it was that. He said, why would I sign with a team right now when they could draft a cornerback and be like, oh, we're going to cut you?
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
That's a smart business move,
and
for sure.
Just Richard Sherman being a smart guy.
Yeah.
And a lot of other players are doing that too, I think.
A lot. And even I think of Golden Tate. I'm like, is that guy just waiting to see what happens in the draft? And that's a guy who I would welcome back in a second. I would welcome back Golden Tate into this locker room. No doubt about it. I wouldn't even think twice.
Exactly.
Because he's a playmaker, man. He's always been a playmaker.
Oh, yeah.
For his whole career.
Do you have any more guys at 56?
No. I think Elijah Molden will be in the 4th round. And at
129, you're thinking Elijah Molden?
Uh-huh.
I like that.
Obviously go Dogs, but also he's a great leader. He's also play safety, and he can play nickelback. He's a little too small to play safety, I will say that, but he's reliable. He didn't miss one game at UW.
Yeah, in different kind of packages he can play safety.
He's a great open field tackler. He's got incredible instincts. He's
more physical than what his size
exactly.
Says. Yeah.
He's compared to Tyrann Mathieu, and that's a heck of a comp in my opinion. That's a wow, what a compliment to him as a player. And I think that Pete would love his versatility, and he's right up the street, Pete.
I have another cornerback at 129 too.
What do you got?
Sean Wade, cornerback at Ohio State.
I read that. I read his name on the list.
He might not be there because he had a pretty good pro day, so he might go a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
But he's another physical, not super athletic cornerback, but physical, 6 foot, $185. Little slow. He got lit up against Clemson in the title. He did.
Yeah,
he did. But
I was just about to say that.
Again,
but Clemson's got some
these guys
ball
are
players.
Also, these guys are 21, 22 years old. Like, they're young. Like,
yeah.
Remember us at 21, 22? We were fucking idiots. these guys got a lot more ahead of us. Like, they can improve.
Very true.
Do you want me to share another one, or do you want to go next?
No, I'm out. I have 3.
You're out? I'm out. Okay. I have 2 more. Let's go. I have 2 more offensive guys. Let's go address the offensive line a little bit.
Yes.
I have a center, Drew Dahlman. Might be Dalman. Center out of Stanford.
I remember him. Him. He's a mauler. He is. He's a little small. He's 6'3", 300. That's what I meant.
But he's physical still.
Yeah.
And also, he's really smart. His dad coached in the NFL, played in the NFL.
Oh, there you go. We love the family tree.
Yeah, exactly. Just another option there.
I like that.
I think he's going to be there.
A couple Pac-12 guys. I like that.
I have another Pac-12 guy.
Oh.
Yeah. A little bit more of a gadget guy. Wide receiver, running back type.
Oh.
Do you know who I'm thinking about?
No.
Pac-12 South.
For Utah?
California school.
Oh.
Demetric Felton.
Oh.
UCLA.
Yeah. He
lit up his pro day.
Yeah, I read that.
He lit up the Senior Bowl too, I think. He had a pretty good Senior Bowl week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't read the Senior Bowl stuff.
That was it.
Because all these players are having their pro days now.
But he's been, I think, like lining up at running back in some workouts and stuff like that. And he's just quick. He's just fast, shifty, and explosive.
Do you see? So that's a 129?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's just another guy to look at.
Yeah. Obviously it's always going to be hard to predict this.
Sure.
It's only 3 picks for the Seahawks. When we've had 8 or more the last 10 years, 10 years since 2010.
And we'll talk a little bit more next week about trading up, trading down, or staying, and what we think.
Because I don't think we're going to trade a player to get up. To get up.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
We'll talk more next week about
it. Okay. I'm with it.
But yeah, it's still, we're kind of hitting like a 1 week dull period here probably.
Oh, not a lot going on
until the draft.
Yeah.
And things it's a dead period. Start really picking up.
Yep.
And we'll talk more about the live stream as well, and we'll see what's going on.
Hell yeah.
As we record this podcast, it is like 75 degrees out. Not a cloud in the sky.
Just stunning.
It's been like that.
Stunning whole week.
It's been like that the last,
I haven't seen a cloud in 8 days.
Which made me kind of start, because, okay, just to kind of begin, because we might have some listeners in like Arizona and California.
Oh, yeah.
And like,
oh, yeah.
Where they're like, oh, what are you talking about? We get weather like this all the time.
Well, we don't.
They're putting hoodies on instead.
Seattle,
they're cold.
Seattle, you got to understand when it gets above 50 degrees and like sun's out, people are like, let's do this thing. Let's go out. Let's party. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
We got to enjoy it while we can.
So now that we have 75 degrees and sunny, and even I'm like, yeah, I got to get out and do stuff. Like, me, I ranted about this earlier on when it was 50 degrees and sunny. But now that it's 70 degrees and perfect, it was like, yeah, you got to get outside.
For sure.
I'm probably
get some vitamin D.
I'm probably going to mow my lawn after this podcast.
That's funny that you say that.
Oh my God, is that?
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, I came up with this little idea, do a little snake draft for the best things to do on a nice day like this.
On a nice sunny day.
On a nice sunny day.
Gotcha.
Last time we had a snake draft, it was Cameron's birthday.
Mm-hmm. A few weeks back.
So he's going to go third this time because he went first last time. I'm joking. I'm the gracious guy, so I'm going to let Beast 2 go first.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, I'm going to let you decide. Do you want first or second?
I want first.
Yes,
okay.
Who wants first?
I go first. I will go second. You will go third. Reverse it. We're all getting 3 picks.
And I get 2 when I get my turn. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're all getting 3 picks. Cameron, greedy. We're all getting 3 picks. We'll somehow maybe let you guys vote on this after the show.
Okay. All right. Number 1 overall.
On you.
I think it's pretty obvious. I think going on a boat is pretty awesome. Yeah. Pretty great. And you can do a lot of things on a boat. You can jet ski. Or not jet ski. You can water ski. Inner tube. Or have a beer on the boat.
I feel like you're taking like a bunch of
little one. So I was gonna say I know that this might get a little muddied.
Okay.
Because when I was like listing mine, I was like, it'd be weird to just list sports. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I put playing sports. I'm like, that's a lot of them. That's all of them.
I was trying to say like, let's try to get a little bit more specific.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, fine.
I think boating is like.
Boating is one.
Okay,
and then inner tubing's another.
That's trash.
All right, we'll take boating. But I think boating, I mean, that's a very top choice.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. It's number 1 overall. It's boating.
It's a 5-star.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
You can't complain about boating whatsoever. Okay. Mine, I'm gonna say there's two that I really want to pick.
Well, you can only have one, Dan.
I know. I'm gonna go with a good one because this is what I mostly like to do: barbecue.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Damn it! I knew that wasn't gonna be there.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Eat great food.
Yeah.
Hang out with the homies, the family. Who knows going to be there?
Yeah.
You probably got dogs running around. You got.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful out.
Hell yeah.
Drinking beers, doing other things.
Yeah.
You never know what you're doing. Probably got a baseball game on. I don't know, man. It's beautiful out. It's the fire comes out late at night.
Yeah.
It's just a great night, man.
I'm with that. I have barbecues on my power rankings.
Hot dogs, burgers, beans, coleslaw, whatever you want to eat at a barbecue.
Chicken burgers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding.
I was gonna say, who brought this guy? Guys, I brought the chicken burgers.
Yeah. All right, yeah, that's my pick.
It's beyond meat.
Ron, you have two picks.
I don't know if this is an activity, more so just a thing that happens when it gets
I think
sunny.
you can do things too.
Okay, well, the most beautiful girls come out of hibernation.
Okay, yeah,
that's true.
It's like,
Like
where were
that.
you?
Yeah. Where are those legs been?
Yeah,
It's the clothing.
You know?
And I'm not trying to get like sexist here, but like there's less clothing being worn.
Well, other than that, it's like literally like I take this route every day from work and back. And I've never seen you.
I think it's the less clothing being worn thing.
Yeah. It could
honestly,
be.
because
It
you
could
just
be.
don't see like they're just like everyone's bundled up during the winter.
Yeah.
like I'm wearing shorts a lot, to be honest with you. But
Oh, yeah.
most sane people are bundled up during the winter.
And now the
And you
legs
don't-
are coming out.
Yeah.
The arms are coming out.
It's a
Hell
lot. It's
yeah.
a lot.
Hell yeah.
All right, so Cameron, beautiful women coming out.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be misogynistic.
No,
No. I mean, beautiful.
I love
women.
that.
Yeah.
I love that.
Shout
All
out to
right.
the beautiful women out there.
Hell yeah. Go ahead.
And my next one, you guys are probably gonna be mad, but I'll go to Mariners games.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
with
gonna
that.
say I was gonna say go to a baseball game.
Yeah. All right.
Going to a baseball. I'm making
That's on
this
my list for sure.
Mariners game. Who's it on? Is it on me?
Yes.
It's on me.
Yep.
Sorry.
You're good.
Okay,
That was a good haul right there. Not gonna lie.
that was a good haul.
good haul.
Okay, I think
You got
like-
11 things.
No,
Or
no, I
now
know.
probably
I
have
know,
like
I know,
8.
I know. And I think like you said boating, but you didn't say swimming.
Oh, you fucker.
That's fucking trash.
Swimming, like
How do you get onto a boat? Or how
But
do
I
you,
mean, like,
you're not just
the
gonna
dock.
stay on the
but
boat.
you don't have to go. You don't have to go on a boat to go swimming. Like I can
No.
go to a local lake and have
Yeah.
a great day on a nice day and
True.
go swimming,
True.
or go to like the local river or something like that.
So is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
I'm
what
with
saying.
that.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just what I'm saying. Once it gets hot like this, you're like, let's go swimming.
Okay.
Let's get a little cool down.
I'm with that.
And there's so much other things you could do while swimming. So games and activities and
Hell
all
yeah.
sorts of fun.
All right, step bros.
A lot of activities. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get that one because I put pool party as one of mine.
You weren't gonna get boating and swimming,
why not?
Mr.
Why not?
Aqua-
He was
I was-
trying. He was
Mr.
trying to sum it
Mr.
all up.
Aquatical.
Did you see that?
Mr.
It was a
Aquatical.
part of my plan.
Yeah,
it
and
was.
also- Get a
Okay, and
3
also,
for 1.
I forgot to mention pools. There's just not a whole lot of pools around here,
No.
so like I just don't. Pools don't come.
My
to
grandma
mind.
has one.
I know, but like
So
you know,
that's
I
why,
just-
yeah.
it doesn't come to my mind a lot. But pools as well.
Okay, then I'm taking. Why can't I just say playing sports? I have to pick one.
Well, like I think it's just so like
It's too broad.
it's
It
too
is too
broad.
broad.
Like
But what?
I think there's some specific sports that are really fun to play on a nice day.
All right,
come on, you know
all right,
one.
All right. Yeah. 18 holes
Yeah,
with
exactly.
beers included
Exactly.
with your boys or
Exactly.
whoever you're
I mean,
with.
Yeah, for sure.
Give me that.
That's a
Any
good one.
type of golf, in my opinion, even if you're playing like the short nine on like a nice day, like
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
Hell yeah.
I don't think
I'm
I
with,
can last.
dude, fuck
18.
yeah. I've got fucking 18 holes in the morning and then I'm boating in the afternoon. Let's rock with that day.
And then
Let's
you have
go.
another choice right now.
I
right?
do. No. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's
Am I
his
wrong?
third. That's his third, right?
No, that was my second. I have
Second.
boating.
Oh, yeah, so you get your third right here. Your last one.
Yeah,
Is this
right?
the
That's
swing?
snake draft?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
You're like, yeah, let's go.
Sweet. Well, this is going to be weird. This is more of
I
like
have a weirder one next too.
this is my I am a sucker for these things and I haven't taken one. Well, I just took one to go get my COVID shot, but I like ferry rides to go over to like Kingston or to go over to
like
Whidbey
that.
Island or anything
I
like
like
that.
that.
I love a good ferry ride.
like
I just
that.
there's something about them. They're so calming and relaxing. I don't get like seasick or anything like that. I bet I
like
would
that.
if I stood on one for a long period of time, I don't think I could ever do like a cruise. I just feel like I would struggle.
It's always funny when you're on the ferry. It's like be like a nice day out like this. You're like inside the cabin,
right?
You're not saying, "Oh, it's so beautiful. Let's go outside."
Yeah.
Totally. You're right, dude. On deck, it's
or like you think like you go out there on like a 50-degree day when it's nice and sunny. You're like, oh, it's gonna be really nice, and you go out there, you're like, oh, it's actually really freezing.
Yeah.
But
right.
today you can actually go out there and
it's nice. It's refreshing.
Exactly.
So yeah, give me a. I got you.
Ferry rides.
I was gonna go ferry ride.
I got you. Ferry rides. It's not a bad pick at all. Am I up?
Ferry. Sorry. Sorry.
I'm up, right?
Yeah, it's you.
Okay. Being naked.
Being naked
in like a private, like in your private home.
This guy's walking down. She's just, hey Dan.
Hey,
I mean like
scratch his nose.
Just like, or like if you prefer to be in your boxers, walking around your house. It's
comfortable.
The perfect temperature right now.
Oh my God, it's comfortable.
It's not too cold. Like it's not like 40 degrees or below. You're like,
oh yeah.
Like right now is the perfect time to be walking around your house in like boxers or butt ass naked.
It's funny you mentioned that. I think yesterday or 2 days ago I made the transition from sweats and a hoodie.
Yes, exactly.
To basketball shorts and
a
t-shirt.
And you're not the only one.
That is a big transition in our weather. Yeah. It's huge. My basketball shorts come out of my drawer and now they are out.
No,
and I put away the sweats. And I put away the sweats. Wow, that's stuff you don't think about, but it's been a part of my like for my whole life. I'm like, man, I'm wearing basketball shorts and a t-shirt now.
When you come home from work, you just.
I used to, you slip into sweats, get into your comfies.
Is that your third choice?
No. Okay. I was just commenting on your
He's piggybacking.
On your nakedness. Thank you. On your nudity.
The nudity, yeah.
I don't know. You can tell me if this is against the rules or not. It's more of a destination.
Okay. No, that should be I mean, wait. What's the destination?
Lake Chelan.
So like vacationing.
Yeah, but specifically in Lake Chelan.
Vacationing in a nice summer area.
Yes, and if you are listening to this and not from here, Lake Chelan is like the lake to go to in Washington State.
It's our Huntington Beach. It's our
I'm gonna put down vacation in like a nice summer area. I think that covers it, but that's a great one.
I was like destination. Like, I'd love to be in Disney World or Disneyland or like.
Oh damn! I should have done some cool. Yeah.
No, but if we keep it local, why wouldn't we? We don't just keep it local. Just kind of local.
Yeah, you got your local in there. Just to kind of go over this really quickly, Beastu, you've got boating, playing golf, ferry rides.
Give me that day right now. Give me that.
I have barbecue, swimming, being naked. I mean,
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Palm
run, beautiful women coming out, going to a Mariners game, and vacationing in a nice summer. Also sounds great.
That's pretty solid.
All these
that's pretty solid, dude.
Sound really good. People are gonna have a hard time voting on this.
We'll put the poll on Instagram.
I'm glad that was fun. We need to keep these going. That's awesome.
We should actually do this to create days to do this stuff.
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool. Go golfing, and then go on a boat later. You know,
the barbecue, swimming, being naked thing might be interesting for us, but we can figure it out.
Ben, you're on your own on that.
We can figure it out though. The barbecue and swimming thing we can definitely do.
Ben's just gonna invite us over for a barbecue, and he's just gonna have the apron on. Wait, we're not.
You guys, what the fuck? Why are you wearing clothes, dude?
That'd be great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's all we got today.
That was a lot of fun, man.
Enjoy the weather. Enjoy the beautiful weather. I think we got another maybe day or two of it before it kind of goes a little bit back to it.
We'll get the clouds coming back.
But yeah, enjoy it. Thank you for listening to us.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Thank you.
Leave us reviews, guys. I'm telling you, it's a big part of the algorithm to help us gain traction. We like reading it, even if you hate us. Don't care. No one has, but. Have you guys noticed?
We don't delete comments.
If we don't.
We're not.
Somebody has
disliked them.
I saw that.
Somebody's disliking our YouTube video every single time. I think just one person.
And if that's you, I hate you.
It's not me. I like
it. Not you. No,
it's neither of us.
Whoever's listening to this.
But there's one person disliking our YouTube video every single time.
I wish you could find out who it was. If there's an email
address. I was going
to
ask you, but I don't think we can figure it out. Right?
I noticed that. I've noticed that the last 2 weeks. Right? The last 2 weeks.
It's just one person. It's like for the last 3 or 4 videos.
Yeah,
it's one person disliking it.
I know, and it's not that I don't.
Somebody in our friend group.
I know,
or it might be like one of the Cali guys that are trolls. Yeah, so
it could be. Yeah. It could be. But if you, just give us a thumbs up. Ring the bell for the notifications. All the good stuff. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. You know what? If you're hating, bring it on.
Yeah,
more attention.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like
more
me,
attention
then
for us.
Hell yeah, we'll take it.
You clicked on the video. You took the time out of your day.
Yeah, you're already here. You're already.
That's true. Thanks for the view.
Yes, appreciate it.
All right, well, everyone, have a good one, and peace. Adios.
Later, guys.
Every damn day I'm outside with the work. Fuck a 9 to 5, slide by with the work. Nigga, I don't play I-5 with the work. work. We get a workout, nigga, we don't go to work. 30 rubber bands, I'ma put this shit to work.